I've got people in the picture, 15.
People waiting. Oh, everybody seems to have joined all at once.
Oh, have they?
Yeah.
Mad. I've got Alex Ritchie at the top of my list. Dylan Griffiths, welcome back, Dylan. Hope you're well. Jamie Mittermuller. No, I do not think I know the name, Jamie. So welcome to our 1280s of Christmas. Lee Chambers, welcome. How's everything going over in Genio land? Hope you're all right, mates. Myri's on today. Is that Mary Long I just saw? Yes, Mary's with us
It's
today.
yes.
Hello, Mary. How are you doing? Hope you're well. Rosie's with us. Mr.
Ryan.
Peacock.
Peacock is here.
How you doing, sir?
Sam, Christmas partly is almost here as well. Sammy Joe on a webinar. So it's getting more Christmassy by the minute.
Always good, I have to say. Sarah Todd. I'm scrolling through the names, but the list is getting longer all the time, so I'm missing a whole bunch of people as I'm going. But yes, say hello, everybody. It's Christmas, so I can't believe it's the first day of December already. But it seems to have all flown by. Just while we're waiting for everybody to join us, guys, just like to welcome Joe and Darius to the
Hey,
1280s, our very first 1280s of 2025. So welcome, guys.
thank you.
Pleasure.
And have you got proper sort of festive winter weather up in Scotland?
Well, it's cold
It's
and
cool.
it's wet, but that's pretty standard, whether that's festive or whether that's just Scotland. It's quite hard to tell.
Yeah.
No, no snow, just
No
cold.
snow yet.
No.
Do you tend to sort of early December where you are? Do you seem to
No,
We
we
get
live,
snow on the hills a
yeah,
lot.
we live on the beach, so not a lot of snow.
Very
Yeah.
nice. Yeah.
Mm.
Gizzy's just mentioned in the chat that there's no snow in Wales either yet. However, when I was there the other week, there was snow on top of Snowdon. So, which I still haven't mastered the Welsh pronunciation for, so I'm not going to try. It's wet in Leicester. You know, I've got to get my chat window sorted as well. As you can tell, we're all a bit rusty here this morning. Matt, any snow in Spain?
I was going to say I'm not going to comment on the weather, um,
Yeah.
but the sun is not out. We do have some clouds this morning.
Oh, well, and what's your ambient temperature?
It's about 17 today.
Oh, I mean,
We
Perfect.
did have 19. Okay, so it was 19 degrees when I sat out on Saturday.
Yeah.
mm.
Rehydrating.
Yeah.
When Matt turns up in a hoodie looking cold, and we're like, yeah, really?
Yeah. We had 13 a few days ago, and we were like, gosh, it feels quite balmy, doesn't it?
Yeah, get the shorts
Because
back on.
a few days before it was 4, but felt like -1 because of the wind
Mm.
chill.
Mm.
Was Saturday, well, I think it was about 18, 19 degrees. So we did play a game of, I'll be honest with you, we played a game of Spot the Tourist. Because there were several people in shorts, whilst the very much the locals and us included were sat there sort of properly
Dressed.
Yeah.
messed
Yeah,
up, but we could say, look, definite tourists.
Oh yeah, well, I was
absolutely.
in London last week and I'm walking around in a t-shirt because I was like, this is so warm. And I was visiting our youngest and she was like, this is really embarrassing, ma'am. It's not that warm. And I'm like, it actually really is.
Yeah.
Everyone else is in their big, thick sort of goose down jackets and their hats. And I'm like, try it. So
It's
It's the only
exactly
way,
what it's
isn't it?
like.
Anyway. Jerry Anderson has joined us all the way from Michigan today. And they've just had their first snowfall this weekend. Very nice.
oh wow.
It's good
Hi,
news for us,
Jerry.
Jerry. It's wet and windy in East Sussex, foggy and wet in St Andrews. Thank you, Stephanie. Um,
Just waiting
uh,
for you to go into the Radio 4 sound, Dogger, you know.
should you really, shouldn't we? Yes.
We keep that bit for the end, Darius. Yeah. So and
The
if we can
shipping
remember them
forecast.
all,
Yeah.
that's by the end of 1280s, we should have them all done by then.
Yeah. 6, Gusting, 7, Westerlies.
I always remember that being on, it used to be on the radio, always on the radio. I remember it as a kid.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
Still don't understand what it means.
And
No,
as
I
a
haven't heard it
sailor,
in
I'm a
years.
sailor. It's all in really clear code. Right? It's 6 westerly rising in Dogger, and then it's this here, and this is where I am, and it's amazingly clever how how much useful information is packed into such a small space of time.
Yeah, safely say, I'm glad it means something to somebody.
Yeah. Oh, good grief. Ryan's still got a hose pipe ban in place. Yeah, we definitely don't have that problem. And Becky Jones, welcome, Becky. Hope you're well. Typical Welsh rain in Swansea. Yeah. Yeah. Got through many, many umbrellas whilst living there. But yeah, Norma's over in Norfolk. Cold and damp. But yeah, I think the shipping forecast. When did we even listen to those? Why? I don't know. Long time ago. But all good. So morning everybody. Just to say, delighted to have everybody here. As usual with our 1280s of Christmas, we've got a whole range of different guests joining us across the next 12 days. We do 4 this week, 4 next week, 4 the week after. And we have a new attempt this year. We've actually pre-recorded one of our sessions with the guys from Canada for Neuroline. So we'll be hosting that one on Wednesday. And just to mention, as Matt will be on a plane, I'm going to be substituting Matt for my youngest son, Oscar, who is on a bring your kid to work day. So the poor lad, everyone else goes to go off to an exciting office or anywhere else. He gets to walk across the landing to my office. So I look forward to introducing Oscar on Wednesday. So, but today I'm very very pleased to be here with Darius and Jo, and of course Matt. Welcome. Darius, Jo, please say hello.
Yeah, hello everybody. Great to be here. Very excited to kick it all off.
I think this is the first time you guys have been on for one of our sessions, isn't it? In this way,
We did it last year. That was the first time
it was the
you
very first sort of showcase, wasn't
announced
it? It was a
ivvi
pre-release almost.
this time
Yeah.
last year.
Yeah. But obviously, there's been a lot sort of changed with ivvi in the interim.
Yeah, massive, massive.
Yeah.
Been an exciting journey this year.
Yeah, it's been like being on a rocket, you know? Or you know when you're driving in a really fast car around corners and so on, you're
Yep.
like, just keep it on the road, keep it on the road. And it's just like faster and faster. You know, we ended up being brought on, selected as the one of the companies for the Edinburgh University AI Accelerator. And that's, you know, I think 144 AI companies in the UK submitted for that, and we were shortlisted, and then interviewed again, and then interviewed again, and we had to pitch, and then all these different people, you know, interrogated us, and then we were one of the, is it 12 that were selected,
Yeah,
Jo?
12.
Yeah. And that's part of the rocket ship as well, you know, because they saw the potential and they're like, what company can we make a worldwide success? And that's their goal. What AI company can we make a worldwide success?
And I mean, AI is always sort of an interesting subject as this year has gone on as well. You know, with changing opinions and perceptions and capabilities of AI, how that's sort of being weaved into more and more products. Have you found much of a benefit in the changes over this year?
Well, it's funny because our approach to AI is very, very different than other people's. You know, a lot of people want to use AI to create summaries, and we're kind of against that. We don't like that when it comes to meetings, you know, and notes and lectures. We want ivvi to actually use the AI to filter the keywords that are already there in what the lecturer said or what the person has said or what's already in the text when you turn it into a map, not sort of give a kind of AI summary or AI map of it that is kind of like, oh, here's what I think's important. And you're like, no, I kind of want to decide what's important here. So you stick exactly to the words the lecturer said or to what I've said and just highlight the key words. That's it. Don't start messing with my words. And so it's kind of interesting because a lot of these really advances in AI, you know, it's very tempting to sort of, and you're like, no, no, actually, you're trying to pull back the AI to be a support rather than take over, you know? And so actually the answer to your question is no. I suppose the transcription side of things is helped by AI as well. That's AI. So we use three AIs, one to transcribe, one to create the map, and one to select the icons in the map. And
Okay.
all of them are already pretty straightforward. But what we are excited about, and this is not a promise yet, but we would like to do at some point in the future is to make the AI local inside of your device, ivvi, so that you can be offline, have complete privacy, and so on. And so we're kind of looking forward to that sort of massive model that gets shrunk down into something that can sit on your computer and do it all there on your computer. That's what we'd love to see in the next couple of years. And that's kind of what we're working towards with the AI accelerator as well behind the scenes.
I think you sort of hit upon a an interesting point as well in terms of the AI and how that works with you, and whether it's doing the job for you or just helping you do the job.
Mm.
I think that's an interesting line to straddle, dependent upon the needs of the user, obviously.
Yes, and
Yeah.
it's very tempting because there are lots of people in the business world who are like, "Oh, I would really like an AI summary." And you're like, "I'm really sorry, but we have to make it so it's good for students, so
Mm,
that there's that integrity of and we've got this sort of traceable route from the transcript. The transcript said that, you've said that, and the user can look and see. It's not disconnected. You're not like got the original and then
Mm.
you've got a summary and you're like, God, I know I could figure it out if I pasted them and put them side by side and spent 15 minutes to see what was lost. Whereas ivvi does it really clearly. There's the transcript. There's what I've created. Are you happy with it?
mm,
Yes or no. Sometimes you go, no, you've changed a little word there. We're going to delete that or whatever occasionally. But
mm.
the point is that accountability and that traceability.
Yep. Gizzy makes an interesting point in the chats, which is local AI would be great. Better specificity possible too. Easier for HEIs, as GDPR compliance would be easier because, of course, it's not being sort of
Oh
uploaded to the
yeah.
cloud and all those things that sort of go in with that. And data ownership is always a big sort of question when it comes to anything cloud-based, isn't it? So, yeah, that would be an interesting
Yeah.
one. Happy days. I think one of the things that I'm conscious of is when you launch anything new into the market, is you get a lot of people sort of go, "Oh, that's great. If only it would." And could it also, and what about this? Have you how have you managed that process over the last 12 months in terms of
Well,
growth and creep, or sort of, oh, that's a great idea, and so many ideas. I mean, that must be exciting but terrifying.
is, is this the part where we perhaps say sorry
Sorry.
to anyone who might be an assessor in the audience, and because we have had some absolutely brilliant
Mm,
feedback over the whole year, and things that people have loved, wish lists. Could it perhaps do
mm,
this, but could it do it like that instead? And so we thought, oh, this is absolutely fantastic. We could do a product upgrade, which perhaps grew a few arms and legs. And then if you look one way one day and slightly different the next, perhaps with not as much communication as we might have accompanied that with. So yes, we're incredibly grateful for
mm,
everybody's feedback, and most of it has just, been such a great encouragement, because when you've got a vision for something that you want to bring to market, you hope that you've done enough due diligence and you've spoken to students and you've figured out the pain point and you've devised something that'll be an effective solution. But it's only really once it's out there in the world that you know if it's solving the problem.
mm,
So we're incredibly grateful that people do give us the feedback and
mm.
do sort of tell us what they love, what they would wish for. But yes,
Yeah.
there was perhaps quite a
Ah,
significant
well,
upgrade quite
yeah, what we
recently
did
that
was,
we're
and it was fascinating to us because what we did was we changed the way ivvi opened up with one button. And we'd assumed people would know they could put it back to the original way, but they didn't. And people were like, oh my goodness, it suddenly changed. So we learned a big lesson there on how to introduce changes. So there's some people who are like, I want to keep it the way it was, and when I'm ready to look at the change, I will look at the change, and they look at the change, and we've kind of did that. So yes, I mean a lot of what we've been doing. Shall I show you something that we've done that switch? Yeah,
Please
okay.
do, please do.
So this was ivvi a year ago, more or less. So you would, or actually, 2 months ago. And we've got this toggle, original and new in the back. Okay. And what would happen is you would record from the screen. I mean, I'm going to hide you guys. You'd go to the YouTube you wanted, click share, and play it.
Mr. Anderson, and in this podcast, I'm going to talk about photosynthesis. I love photosynthesis because it gives me two things that I need. I need to breathe, so it gives me oxygen, and I need to eat, and so it's going to give me
Can you
food.
hear that?
And so I love
Yep.
photosynthesis. You might think it's only found in these things, plants, but it's also found in bacteria, it's found in algae, and so it's found in protists, it's found everywhere. And so photosynthesis has been around a long time. It's super important that you understand how it works.
Okay, so that is what we did. That's how ivvi works. And what we did was we introduced a new function. So you can hide the transcript like this in the corner, okay? And once people hid the transcript, it would hide away and it would continue to create the words, indicating that the words are still being transcribed at the side and the audio is recording. So that, because a lot of students were saying this is getting quite distracting with the transcript happening at the side, the map happening over there, and I don't know what to do or what to look at. So what we did was we basically, let me just flick. You've got a choice now. You've got the old way of doing ivvi, which the original, where you've got the transcript at the side and the map being created at the side for you as you go along. Or the new way, where the transcript, the panel turns into this capture panel that we call it. And so what happens is we wanted to help students really focus in on the lecture rather than the transcript. Now it's always there if you want. And what we've done is students really asked for, I really want the slides. How can I get the slides? And so there's so much value in the slides. So we've now got this capture tool where you can just crop a bit of a slide and drop it in and say, actually, that is the slide that I want. And sometimes slides have a lot in them. You've got an option of pinning it to the side. So when you move the map, you don't lose your focus. So you can really focus on what the person's saying. And I'll show you how it works. I'll hit play.
And so let's start with the site in eukaryotic cells of photosynthesis, and that's the chloroplast. So this is a number of cells, and you can see how many chloroplasts we could have in a typical cell. So there's a whole bunch of them. There are a few terms that you should be familiar with and where they are. First one is a thylakoid membrane. Thylakoid membrane is going to be organized like this. And basically, that's where the light reaction is going to take place. If you got a stack of thylakoids like this together, we call that a grana. The other big thing to understand photosynthesis is that this is filled with a liquid, and that liquid is called the stroma. That's going to be the site of the Calvin cycle. If we were to grind up a leaf, what we would find is that there's not only one pigment, chlorophyll A, that does photosynthesis, but there's a number of them that are working together. And so if you grind up a leaf into some chromatography paper, and then you put it in a solvent, what you'll get is chromatography. It's going to separate into all its different parts. And so this right here would be chlorophyll A and chlorophyll B, and this would be like carotene and xanthophylls, and they're all working together. You'll see these other pigments in the fall when the chlorophyll moves back into the leaf and is reabsorbed. But if we look at what light they absorb, here's chlorophyll A and here's B. This is what's called their absorption spectrum, what color of light they're able to absorb. And you can see that they absorb a lot of the blue, a lot of the red, but they don't absorb a lot of this in the middle, this green. And so a question would be, what is their least favorite color, plants? And the right answer would be green, because they...
Sorry, there's a lot more to that. I'm just going to shut my, yeah. So did you see that happening?
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
So that what we heard from students was there were some students who wanted to just fire and forget and let Ivy do the transcript and the map, and that's fine. And then the other students who are like, I want to choose when there's a bit of information I want to skip, and they click skip. I want to choose when to map the branch, and they can map the branch. And then I want to choose when to map the branch and get a quote and add it as a note to the branch. So we did that, and they can add a specific quote from the transcript. Instead of scrolling through the transcript to find it, it's there already as a quote. And then they also want to highlight certain key things, like it might be um, a, a book, an author, a reference, that sort of thing, or an instruction. They can click star, which is highlight. So they've got these sort of 4 functions they can do, and also they can upload their slides. See that capture window that they've got? They can upload their slides instead of the video, and they can do exactly with their slides. Because I know as a visual mind mapper and thinker, that sometimes you got a complex slide and there's tons of things in it. I mean, you do a slide and there's normally 3 or 4 main points they want to make. And often there's 3 or 4 different sections of the image that you could see. Well, you can just crop them and add them to the relevant branch. So you're not trying to find what they were talking about in the original slide. You can actually parse down and edit down that slide into the component parts. And maybe only one of those component parts are really relevant to you rather than the whole slide in your revision and studying, etc. So it gives that student the flexibility to do that.
I think that's the perfect sort of way to sum it up. It is that flexibility, isn't it? It's to enable people to work with the information in the way they want or need to work with it. And one of the things that's been, obvious to us over the course of the last 12 months has been your agility and openness to development and feedback. Because when you release these things into the wild, you never quite know sort of how they're going to sort of come back or be received, or what sort of requests people will make. But it's been what's the best way of phrasing it? But just an exciting year of watching the solution grow and become, more than just that sort of minimum viable product at release, which is sort of where you want to start it to be, to watch it grow into the mature product that it's become over the last 12 months. It's been really exciting. And I think that's been sort of recognized in a couple of recent awards, if I can just segue into that nicely.
Oh yeah, that's right. The Bett Awards.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Shall I show you the video? We made this little 4-minute video for the judges, and it kind of has to include our story, backstory, all sorts of different things. Shall I just play you that instead of spending 10 minutes saying it? I can do it in the video. Yeah, all right. Okay, let's do it. Yeah.
Rosie says yes, so yeah.
Rosie said yes, play it.
Yeah. It took us ages to create when it says, sorry, I sent you a long letter. I didn't have time for a short one. It's a big job making it a short video. Okay.
And they also gave us the deadline of end of business of Friday to submit the video. And then I had to be in London unexpectedly. So I was running around King's Cross at 10 to 5 trying to find enough 4G to submit the video. So if there's an award for the last submission, that might go to us.
Can you see my full screen right now with Ivy in the middle of it?
Yeah, see that?
Yeah. Okay, and I'm going to hit play for a second just to make sure you can hear it. Hello, I'm Darius.
Yeah.
Can you hear that?
Yeah,
you can.
Okay, here we go. Hello, I'm Darius.
And I'm Jolie, the Finders.
As Bett Award judges, thank you for choosing us as finalists. Let's look at Ivy Notes and its impact. First, the problem we're solving. It started with a 15-year-old girl sobbing on her bedroom floor, surrounded by notes. Top of her class, failed an important exam. She'd reread her notes for months. Nothing stuck. It was like a wall of words had collapsed on her. Her father taught her to mind map. With visual notes, she dug herself free. She passed and went to university.
That 15-year-old girl was our daughter 9.5 years ago. And that's when we realised that she was dyslexic, just like her dad.
I'm that father. What shocked us was, yes, our daughter had dyslexia like me, but she could read, she could write notes, she had software, and that's when we realized that learning to read is only the first half of what people with dyslexia need. The other half is learning to process the words that come to them. We realized many of them just don't think in words, they think in visuals. It's hard to get your head around the pain of 800,000 children with dyslexia in the UK trapped in walls of words, even when they can read. Is the audio out of sync,
It is,
guys?
yes, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was just me, but yes.
Okay, so let me just do a quick refresh. That father. What shocked us was... Is it back in sync?
No.
No.
Oh, okay. That's really annoying. Let me just do a quick refresh.
Who'd ever get involved in technology?
I know.
Yeah. Maybe if I just play it like this, it might work better.
Yeah, try that.
Yes, our daughter had dyslexia like me.
Better.
Is that working?
Yep.
Yeah,
that
that was
Better,
good.
yeah.
She could read, she could write notes, she had software, and that's when we realized that learning to read is only I'm just the first half of what people with dyslexia need. The other half is learning to process the words that come to them. We realized many of them just don't think in words, they think in visuals. It's hard to get your head around the pain of 800,000 children with dyslexia in the UK trapped in walls of words, even when they can read. But when they learn to strip down those walls of words into a map of keywords, connections, images, colors, they can process the words and the chaos becomes clarity. We've taught thousands of students to mind map over the last 9 years. They passed exams, finished degrees, got results, become doctors, but they came to us with a secret shame. They couldn't take notes in lessons. The words came too fast. Afterwards, if they didn't spend hours mind mapping, they would be useless. And they asked us, is there a software that can record the audio, make a transcript, and turn it into a mind map during the lesson? We said, sadly, no, there isn't. Eventually, we took on the impossible, gathered a team of parents, and built it ourselves. We call it ivvi. As part of our collaboration with Strathclyde University, Caitlin, a university student, said, I was spending 2.5 hours after every lecture. Now with ivvi, I leave with a mind map. I understand. What happens is she hits record. Now she can actually listen. No panic about missing something. ivvi captures the audio, the transcript, the slides. And what's different is that ivvi doesn't just transcribe, it translates from words into visuals. ivvi is not just another AI summary tool. It doesn't generate words, it filters the existing ones. The student stays in control, the thinking is still theirs. Watch how the wall of words become keywords, branches, icons, structure, pattern she can see and remember. She's not passive in this. She can highlight what matters, identify quotes that get added to her map. ivvi works with her, not instead of her. By the time she walks out, she knows she's captured everything and has useful visual notes with peace of mind. There's so much more we could show you in here. For example, how 7-year-old Rosie says, I use ivvi to understand what my teacher wants. When I see it as a map, I know what to do. She can take text, paste it in, click, and it becomes a map. Last year, ivvi was approved for disabled students allowance, and every week now their assessors recommend it. Our daughter was even recommended it through DSA. We believe this is a special moment for dyslexia. For the first time, AI can help those with dyslexia process words into visuals in real time. Now our sights are set on the 140 million children worldwide still trapped behind these walls, even once they can read. Winning this will help us reach them. That's ivvi, visual notes for visual minds. Right, where am I? Stop share.
Okay.
I don't know if that worked in the end. How well did that come across?
Very good.
Brilliantly. I think, Rosie's giving you a clap. And as Michelle's just said, sort of not just for children.
Yeah.
This is, although, the DSA and sort of that education aspect is the one that you've tackled immediately, far from it. The scope for it is obviously, right across education, right across workplace.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
are kind of, if we're thinking like 3 years ahead, we want to be able to look back and say, We solved note-taking for dyslexia, and then dyslexia solved visual notes for visual thinkers worldwide. We want dyslexia to solve visual notes for visual thinkers worldwide. That's our goal, and that's in boardrooms, managers, people basically need the audio, the transcript, and a visual map so that everyone is covered. The person who thinks in words and the person who thinks in visuals, and everyone in between has got that with ivvi. They've got the visual connected to the words. And one of the next steps forward for us is, instead of it being connected to a transcript, it gets connected to an outline. So when you look at the map, and this has not been released yet, but we're working on it in the background, when you want to view the map, you go, I want to view it in outline mode, so that you see the level 1 branch as a heading 1 and the level 2 branch as a heading 2. And then you see your note, the quote that you took out, and the structured information rather than raw transcript, and the image that you clipped, and so on. So it looks like a document. And so whichever mode you want to go into, you can. Word mode, visual mode. And sometimes I want to go from visual into word mode.
Yep.
It's rare. Jo wants to stay in word mode. And so it's like, ivvi is not necessarily the best thing for absolutely everyone in the whole world. It's usable by everyone in the whole world eventually, but it's really, our heart is for those visual minds, visual notes for visual minds. And up until now, quite frankly, visual minds have been treated as an afterthought, because it's a lot of extra work creating visuals compared to writing a word, but now with the advent of AI, people are like, oh my goodness, we can get speech to text, we can get visuals, we can do all these things just so much more easily. Before, it cost a fortune from a computer point of view. So for us those of us with visual minds, we're now going to be given the food our visual minds need, but we need the tools to be able to deal with it. Not just like, Notebook LM, create a mind map for me. And it's a mind map, yeah. But it's like, if you're a visual person, you're like, I want to edit it. Oh, sorry, can't edit it. I want to move things around. No. Can I give you instructions through the mind map? No, you can't. Through words. You're like, oh God. It's more a nod towards the visual mind rather than visual mind first.
I think you touched on it, and I know it's been picked up in the chat as well. That sort of, the right solution for the right person. It's not about being all things to all people. It's about,
Yeah.
This from our very earliest conversations. I love mind mapping. It's one of my sort of, if there's one piece of AT I always return to, it's mind mapping, just because I just need to get it down sometimes and get perspective on it and be able to see it. But the advantage of using a mind map to view your notes, and anything you've taken down from a meeting, is, if you've got a transcript, you've got to read the whole transcript to find that one bit you wanted, or dive back in, or try and work out where you were or what the connection was at the time. For me, being able to view a mind map and be able to go, oh yeah, no, it was off that branch there, and I can just find so much quicker the information that I wanted to get to. Much than a sort of a stream of consciousness sort of scroll that I normally do. But that's part of the joy of it, and having the transcript, the audio, and the sort of the mind map just makes it so user friendly.
So, and you can root back, I guess, what you're looking for in the context in which it was said as well, because sometimes seeing something on the map is brilliant, but then you're like, oh, but why did the lecturer say that, or why did that come up in the meeting? And then you can go back and you can listen to the audio again, or if you can read the words, like follow the transcript, then that's fine. So sometimes context is really important as well. And generally speaking, I mean, we laugh about it that, we co-founded a tech company that's all about visual solutions, and I'm probably the most linear thinker, written word thinker, but I can understand a mind map. So I don't necessarily need to map to capture the notes, but I understand it. But crucially, if I give Darius my written notes, it's a complete disaster because they don't work. So I think mind maps become kind of a universal language where even if you're quite a linear thinker and you don't need to mind map, you can still understand it, but it doesn't kind of flip back in the reverse. So
It was
that
interesting, Joe. You said you can understand the mind map, okay? But actually, Joe, it's only quite recently that you've really been able to understand the mind map. And you said something. You said, I started to dream in a mind.
I, I did.
And I think it's because you've been through this experience of seeing the words written and then it
Yeah.
mapping, seeing the word and mapping. And it's that connection that users and students really need to have. They really need to see the words. I just heard that. I've seen it written, or they don't need to see the written, but they've heard the words and then they see. And that's one of the things, one of the big developments we did with ivvi this year, actually, is they see this micro map that matches the words they've heard. Okay. So what we found was instead of hearing all the audio and suddenly seeing this map come out, and then people go, oh, I'll come back to that and look at it, they're disconnected from it. We want people to click map it. So they hear the words, they click map, and they see 5 or 6 words and they go, oh gosh, yes, that's good. And it empties their working memory. And it also makes them realize, oh yeah, that is really useful. And then they do it another bit. And so basically it works so that it creates like a mini map every minute. Okay. And that's the general pattern. You can change it, make it a mini map every 30 seconds or 20 seconds or whenever you click map it, and it'll just choose that chunk. But if you leave it into auto mode, and when you see that happen, you join the dots. You go, ah, right. And that's really helpful. And so it even has made Joe be able to dream in mind maps.
I think Joe needs a holiday personally, but
Well,
I,
I also, you see, that's also my theory about it is that actually, dyslexia is a processing difference. It's not a reading challenge or anything like that. And it is the standard joke that I become progressively more dyslexic as I become, because I'm not dyslexic at all. Um, but as I get tired, my capacity to process and remember. So I most definitely need a very good holiday where
Yes.
I do very little for as long as possible.
I was going to say this could have the reversed effect for Darius here. You might well be leaving this call, Darius, and then under instruction to go and book a holiday. I think that's what's
Oh, we'd
happening.
love to. Oh, we'd love to, but there's family involved, Matt. There's
Yeah.
family involved. Now, something you said, Joe, dyslexia is a processing difficulty. It's not reading, but actually, yeah, just to clarify that, um, our view on this is that dyslexia is primarily a processing issue, like the recent, what was that? Remind me of the name of the recent definition of dyslexia. Gosh, it's gone out of my mind.
well, I'm not
Just came out 6 months ago in the UK. Okay. Anyway, a set of
Delphi. Is
processing,
it Delphi?
the Delphi definition.
Yeah.
Yeah. A set of processing difficulties that influence primarily phonological, but then affect others. And so, in simple terms, we have a difficulty, I've got dyslexia, processing words. And that is initially learning to read the words, but reading the words or even just hearing the words doesn't necessarily help us process the words. And often we need to find another way to process that word to pull out and digest the valuable information that is in that thing. And that's often the missing part. All these children get frustrated. I can read. I'm doing everything that I've been told to do. I'm using speech to text. I'm text to speech, and but it's still all words. How do they move to a place where they're actually processing the information? And that normally happens when they take it from Word and transform it into something, a blueprint, a prototype, a dance, a video, something, a mind map. And normally the visual grammar of that is embodied as a first step into a mind map. And I'm not saying the mind map is the end destination of everything. Mind maps tend to be that intermediate step that move you towards the PDF you're going to write, the presentation, the essay, whatever. And you never see the mind map. the mind map disappears. It's not really presented, but it's there in that process of digesting those words.
I think that's the absolute key to this, to my mind, is it's not the end product. It's not the, you don't do it to have that. You do it because it leads into your revision, it leads into your dissertation, it leads into, your project, whatever it may be. And I think that is, the absolute crux of it. It's,
Yeah.
not to have a lovely pretty mind map at the
Yeah.
end, and a lovely sort of set of words. It's to serve a purpose, and it feeds into so many aspects.
And there's so many of these phenomenal visual tools, mind mapping tools, Miro, or whatever, all these different mind mapping tools. But you've got this gap where you're like, I'd really like to see this visual. And you got this words in a meeting, and then you'd like to come out, but you know it's going to take you a couple of hours to turn it into something useful. But ivvi bridge is a bridge over that gap, gives you something. You're like, there you go. Go and use it in your favorite tool. Go and use it in Word. Go and use it in whatever and mind mapping tool you want to use. It's that bridge to get you into that space where you can really process that information.
Happy days. Good. I'm conscious we're at 41 minutes of this.
Oh yeah,
session.
sorry.
Oh,
I've been
wow.
rambling on.
No. You guys know I could talk about this all day.
It's hard to get Darius to talk about ivvi. You have
It
to
is,
really sort of drag it out of him, don't you?
It's a struggle, but we're coping. So I'm going to ask one quick question to Jo and to Darius. If there was one takeaway from ivvi notes that you'd like to highlight, what would it be?
Oh, wow. Gosh, you didn't give us time to prepare that.
No, I thought I'd just chuck that one in there.
Yeah, you just lob that in.
Got them thinking now.
Yeah. I should run the Christmas quiz while they're thinking, shouldn't I?
I think it would be ivvi is about visually processing from words. I cannot I think doing this video clarified what we unconsciously knew. It's like you can read words, you can hear words, you can write words, you can rewrite words, you can have words, you can have AI summary, words. ivvi is about turning it into something visual that you can visually process. And it's about processing words visually. ivvi's about processing. It's all about processing words visually.
And I think the other thing, if I could communicate one thing about ivvi, and probably, I guess, lots of other AT publishers and developers would say the same, is, if you think visually, it doesn't mean that there's something wrong with you. It just means that you need the right tool for how your mind works. And I think that's what we get from the students that we do get to interact with, from the origin story being with our own daughter. First of all, there's that sense of like, why can't I do this? There must be something wrong with me. It's like, no, it's just that you just need a different tool. So build out your toolkit. And that's kind of the vision behind ivvi, really. It's making sure that visual thinkers have the right tool in their toolkit. So that would probably be my sort of mum-based takeaway for everybody, all the users out there.
I think it's important as well, and I think the point that you say there, Jo, and stuff, and I think this is where ivvi is so, and the feedback that we get is exactly that, is that it's an option. It becomes something that is available for those students or individuals, whoever need it. This is a real benefit where we've got that visual side coming into the note-taking aspect and stuff. Therefore, that is an option for them, and we certainly know from the feedback and stuff that we're getting that is the biggest thing that we've been fed back to students and users is the fact that they're getting the transcript, they're getting the notes down, there's that visual prompt and stuff. They can see all of that going on, and that's making a big difference, whereby previously, like I said, it may have been wasn't available. It's a different tool that didn't work for them. So now we are, like I say, getting lots of feedback around where people are saying, yeah, this is brilliant because I need this bit, but now I'm getting this bit as well.
Yeah. Ursula was asking, where does the name ivvi come from? It comes from intelligent voice to visual interface. Or I'm trying to go for a more elegant one, which is I'm visual, so visualize it. I'm visual, so visualize it. But it basically is intelligent voice to visual interface. And the key elements of that is the intelligence of the AI, turning voice into something visual, but then the interface. You can edit, you can interact with it. And in the future, you will also, hopefully, the 5-year plan, 4-year plan is to start being able to interact with AI interfaces visually as well.
Awesome. I mean, I've got to say it's been a very exciting year working with you guys, both in terms of the growth of the products and the growth of the user base. And I'm massively excited to see what 2026 brings, and obviously be exciting kickstarting with the Bett Awards. But there's so much other good stuff going on, and yeah, I can't wait to reveal a little more as the year goes on. I'm just going to flit up today's poll. I would ask, let's see if this works. I don't know. We haven't done this for 12 months. So I don't know what happens next. Hopefully, has anybody got a poll come up on their screen?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Yep. Polls are
There
there.
you go. Well, ironically, it ties in with the conversation at the start of this session. So,
I was going to say, we've not done this for 12 months. I'm also just looking at the chat window and stuff that I don't know if this has ever happened before, but Phoebe Pace is actually Phoebe Pace this year by the looks of that message.
yeah, she's usually Carrie Pace or numerous other names. So,
Yeah, so that's got to be a first as well, I think.
absolutely.
Oh, it says hosts and panelists can't vote.
No,
Oh.
sorry, no, hard. So that's running out at the moment. Give that a moment more. I mean, it's looking pretty magical at the moment, apparently. So,
Great.
and nobody thinks it's acceptable. There we go. I'm going to end the poll at that point. So let's just share results.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah. Fun for about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Magical wins. Magical wins.
Well, Facebook was telling me that 15 years ago it was like Beast from the East, and we were snowed in, and Darius built an igloo in our back garden. So you would definitely have gone for magical.
Full size operational igloo, Joe. Full size operational igloo that you can sleep in.
And how long?
True Blue Peter style.
Yeah. And how long were you banished to the igloo for, Darius, just so that we can play that as well?
Well, you didn't spend a whole night in it, but yeah, it's that thing when you work from home and all the kids are sent home from school. We had about 20 kids in the house for about a week, all drinking hot chocolate. So it was like, well, yeah, you can come round after you've been sledging, but you have to cut like bricks for the igloo as well.
Very good.
I'm very impressed. Gizzy's built a Dalek snowman.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
That's very cool.
Brings back memories of my childhood, which I will not share.
And Ryan's lowered the tone, everybody, as well.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, had to happen. Right. Two things. So we'll do the prize draw in just 1 second. So Darius, Jo, I'm going to be coming to you in a second for a random number. Matt, I hope you've oiled, dusted, and have the list ready and waiting.
Yeah.
Before we do, just to mention, well, obviously to thank Darius and Jo for a phenomenal session today. Always great to catch up, and thank you for sharing your insights. And very excited, as I say, for what 2026 will bring. A little reminder that we will have Dave and Paul from Sensory App House joining us tomorrow. So please do join us for that. Incredible history from both of them in terms of the world of AT. And interesting, as we touched on earlier, around the onboard AI. So there'll be some little bits coming out around that as well as part of the conversation tomorrow. So before we wrap, Matt, any last words that I need to know about before, if I've forgotten to do anything, is basically the question.
The only thing that came up in the chat window was because you did ask around the video that you put up for the Bett Awards, Darius, whether or not there was a link to that we could share with anybody and stuff, because I think that gives some really good background and information around the product.
We haven't published that yet. That's a sneak preview. We will put it up and send it to you when we put it up. Oh, by the way, can I just say one thing that I kept meaning? I make a promise. I'll promise not to change anything on ivvi. Okay. In that whatever is there already stays there. And then when we add a feature, it gets added in a way that you choose that feature, and you can keep the original the way it was. And that any new changes, we've kind of made a massive shift into, right, this is the form factor ivvi really needs, this capture window, etc. So
Yes, makes Rosie's autism happy. Well, that's
yeah,
our goal. Awesome. Right, in which case, the last bit of today's session is our early Christmas present, which today is, I did just have it on my screen a second ago, was the Echo Spot Smart Alarm Clock with Alexa. Oh, that's a new one. Oh, pretty. Right, okay. So, I'm going to go to Joe for the random number today. Sorry, Darius. But you know, got to go for the responsible one. A number between 100 and 7, please.
Oh, I'll go for 25 because that's how old I still feel on the inside.
You know, look a day over. So, right, Matt, 25, please.
25 is Mary Eld.
Mary L. Stone in Oxford. Is Mary still? I was going to say she's still with
Oh.
us.
yeah, she is. She's celebrating already.
Well, I don't know. That was Mary Long who said, "Yeah, it's Mary Eld we're after." Oh, there she is. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I think Mary Long was hoping to get in there and have an alarm clock then.
Oh.
It's Mary Eld. Well done. Thank you very much indeed. We'll get that shipped out to you. Hannah will be in touch to get your details. Mary Long, maybe next time. So thank you all very. Thank you all very, very much, Darius, Jo. Really appreciate you kicking off this season for us.
Oh, thanks for having us.
And yeah, look forward to seeing you in London in January.
Yeah.
Well,
Merry Christmas. Can I be the first to
it's
wish Merry Christmas?
the 1st of December. I think that's all fine now.
Yeah. Yeah. I think we can get stuck into the mince pies now. I've been avoiding them till now.
Yeah.
But
Oh, it's normally this sort of competition, isn't it? That who can not hear Last Christmas, and if you are, then you know the Wham thing. So
I've
yeah.
dodged it so far, which, considering Christmas apparently started in about sort of August this year by the look at the shops, that yeah. Just to say, guys, right, if anybody needs to get on, go have some lunch, go do whatever they need to do, you're obviously very welcome to clear out, and we hope to see you again tomorrow and later on in the series. Thank you all very, very much. Darius, Jo, awesome. Thank you so, so much. If you guys want to leg it, myself and Matt will hang around and just say goodbye to everybody as they disappear.
I was going to say,
oh, Ryan Bose, very good question. Of course, you can get a license. We'll get that sorted for you. We'll be messaging everyone with the same, but Ryan Bose, we will get you sorted.
yeah, I'm going to stay on as long as I can. I'm just concerned for my job after Wednesday if Oscar's joining the 12 AT. So,
or do you have to make yourself indispensable and then?
I've only got 2 days, Jo, to sort of put my claim in. Otherwise, it could. Well.
Oh, but you have got some secret weapons though in the office. Presumably, the kittens could make an appearance if it gets really desperate.
If it gets really desperate, they could. They are. Do you know what? They're all fast asleep. Bless them. I did have a long chat with them beforehand about making sure they were nice and quiet. So, yeah,
Hi, Ryan.
Yeah, right.
Ryan's off.
Rosie, see you later. Phoebe, lovely. Hannah, absolute pleasure. Gizzy, pleasure. Good to have you around. Ryan Bose, thank you very much. Dylan, good to see you again. Yes, and hope all is well. Mary Eld, thank you, Mary. Appreciate that. We'll be in touch. Gary Smith, good to see you. Yes, thank you. Right, I think that's pretty much everybody logging it out now. So yeah, great first session. So I think we've got a couple of people. Oh, what's that?
About 15 people.
Jerry Anderson, thank you all. See some of you again tomorrow. Certainly hope so. Yeah, all the way from the US. Good of you to join us. Ian Brown, thank you. My pleasure. And I think that's Jamie. Yeah, thank you, Jamie. Say if you'd like to give it a try, we'll get a license out to you anyway. So yeah, thank you very much for joining us. Really appreciate it. Good. Right, in which case I will stop sharing that. And on that note, I think we'll bring the session to a close. So thank you all very, very much. And look forward to catching up soon. Take care, everybody.
Cheers, everybody. Thanks.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Bye.
Bye.